To stop Hydra, I must go to their base of operations, Sin City Candies Club. I wonder if this is— oh my god! Sue, what are you doing? Put on some clothes! Can't tell me what to do, Johnny. I'm not invisible anymore. Got that right. Jeez, I thought I was the hot one. I better go before this becomes an episode of Game of Thrones. It'd be a sin in this city if you didn't buy your figures at BigBadToyStore.com. Link is in the description.
Hello, big kids. It's time for your
Big Kids, here's your big review of the Sin City Select Nancy Movie Deluxe Action Figure by Diamond Select Toys. Here we got the big packaging, and boy, it's big. You can see the figure in its window display box. On the side right there, you can see Marv in the Sin City logo. Nancy, a deluxe action figure with diorama base and accessories. It has a nice picture of Jessica Alba as Nancy. Warning, don't choke on this figure. It might be too hot to handle. And here we got a nice picture of Jessica Alba as Nancy looking very sexy on the side there, so Sin City. Back here you can see it says Sin City Nancy, and it has a nice bottle here. As a young girl, Nancy was kidnapped by the son of powerful Senator Rourke, and the only actions that Detective John Hartigan kept her from being his latest victim. But Hartigan was framed for Rourke Jr.'s crimes and sent to prison, and Nancy went to hiding. Nancy studied and wrote to her hero every week, and when she grew up, she became the dancer at Caddy's Club Pecos. She tried to love other men, but in her heart, she knew she belonged with Hartigan. His release from prison seemed like a blessing, but ultimately placed them both back in danger. Figure sculpted by John St. John. Here you can see a picture of the figure as well as the other two figures in the wave, Marv and Hartigan. It's time for this figure to dance into our hearts. And here we got the Sin City Select Nancy Movie Action Figure. A pretty cool action figure, but definitely not without its flaws. Let's take a closer look at it. We've gotten in a Nancy figure before from NECA Toys, which was actually a really good looking figure, just didn't have hardly any articulation. Now, I applaud Diamond for giving us an articulated Nancy figure. However, the likeness to Jessica Alba, I don't know, but it's really not there. If anything, it kind of looks more like Uma Thurman, not really Jessica Alba at all. Detail, like, you know, on her bra, I guess, is cool, and feathery thing is kind of has some cool dry brushing, and yeah, like on her like gloves is pretty cool. It definitely looks like her, and you can see her like little Texas get up, like with her holsters and belt. Like, it looks pretty nicely detailed. You know, the paint apps are there, and let's see, it holds her little pistols that she comes with. Now here's the thing. Okay, first off, the hair. Now look at this. Whoa, doesn't it look like she's wearing like a big old fake butt? It's just like the way it's sculpted here just kind of looks weird. It's just like, here's her butt, and it's like, whoa, and it's, yeah, I don't know. I feel like Diamond could have done a little bit better on that, but yeah, you can see here, you know, pretty nice detail on her chaps and, you know, her boots and everything. Looks pretty good, and of course she has peg holes on the bottom. Like I said, out of the three that have come out so far, this one is definitely the weakest sculpt-wise. For articulation, Nancy's head can look pretty good. You know, her hair is a nice pliable plastic, so it doesn't hinder her too much. It does look down. It can fully rotate. It looks like it goes in. It can pivot side to side. Her arms do fully rotate. You go in and out that much. They rotate at the bicep. They bend at the elbow 90 degrees. They rotate at the wrist. She does have this upper ab diaphragm joint that does fully rotate. It pivots back a little bit, but not forward that much. Her legs, like I said, they only go forward that much. You know, they get stopped right there, and they don't really go back at all because their big fake butt like stops it. But yeah, they do go in and out, but you have to be careful not to break this part. That's why this is movable. So they have that great gaping crotch pits, you know, like the DCUC ones right there. Rotates the upper part of the leg, bends at one point at the knee, and her ankles do seem to fully rotate. They kind of pivot forward and back, and she doesn't have any ankle pivot. Now Nancy does come with two revolver pistols. They're pretty nice paint apps and sculpt on there. You can either put them in her hands or in her holsters. You get this diorama piece that's supposed to simulate when she's dancing at Club Candies. It has like this kind of doors from, like, you know, Western type thing, but they don't open up. The paint apps are pretty good. Even on the back right here, it's really nice, and it's pretty sturdy. You know, don't have to put it together or anything. And she does have two peg holes, you know, placed there. So I do like it. It works, you know, it's a nice standalone display. It's always been you all these years. Jesus, I'm old enough to be your grandfather. Actually, my last boyfriend was even older than you. He was quite a playboy. It's comparison time. So here you can see that Nancy is in scale with the other Sin City Select figures like Hartigan, and you can see that she is definitely taller than a typical 6-inch figure like like the Marvel Legends Captain America. Now I was really happy that Diamond Select got the license to make Sin City figures, especially since I missed out on the old NECA ones. Like I wasn't really a collector during the time when those figures came out. With that said, Nancy is probably the weakest out of the 3 released so far. I just don't see the likeness to Jessica Alba at all, and the weird thing with her bud and articulation in some places is just a little weird. I just wish it was, you know, implemented a little bit better. She's not a bad figure, she just like has some weird flaws, and I do like that she comes with that cool diorama base. This retails about $25. I got this at BigBadToyStore.com. If you got the original NECA Sin City figure and you don't care about, you know, articulation, I'd say pass on that. If you do like more articulation and you are planning to pick up all these like Hardigan and Marv, then I definitely would still recommend it. Like I said, it's not a bad figure, just wish it could be improved on some areas. Check out ToyNewsEye.com, my website SeanLikesLong.com. Like me on Facebook and Instagram, Twitter, follow me on there, links are in the description. I'm Sean Long, may I live long and love life. I can't do this, Nancy. Too old for you. Come on, I love your movies. I would die hard for you. Come on, Hardigan, don't you think I look banging? What the hell? Yippee-ki-yay! What up, big kids? I nominate my hero Captain America for the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge! Don't you know I've been the Ice Bucket Challenge champion since 1945 for America? Wow, you even beat the Titanic. The joke was not cool, mister. No, it was.